Alright, what's going on, guys? I'm doing a little video series tonight. I get a lot of questions in private messages and things like that. Just want to say I love all of you guys and I care about you. I do want to discuss some things that I get asked quite often. One of the most important topics is ego death. Now, I think that ego death is, for lack of a better name, not the right way to describe it. You can check my SIG, and that's the best way I could describe it. It's a tough topic to really talk on. There's a lot of preconceived notions that aren't found through psychedelic usage, and then there's the right ones. That being said, there's medicine that can get you to quote unquote ego death. For the duration of this video, I'm going to stop using that word. I really dislike the way that ego death is going, especially around the forums. It's really not what it's meant to be. Ego death is essentially accessing 100% of your brain. Like, that is what ego death is. And through medicine, if you don't know what medicine, check my seg again. Through those 5 substances, can you achieve 100% brain access? It does take more. I guess I can say weed. You will be able to get there, but it is going to take some heroic doses on edibles to really get you there. But weed alone, you can achieve ego death on weed alone. Another question I get a lot about, how many trips or how many doses does it take you to get to ego death? Great question. I can't remember who sent me that one, but you know who you are. That was a great question. Now, it's extremely hard to place a number on something like this. Now, I will give you a bit of my background and how I achieved it and how you can too. I've done, of course, you know, the first drug that I ever tried when I was 17 years old was LSD. Best experience of my life. I can remember sitting in a pool room playing pool with a bunch of my really good friends, and we were all hanging out and listening to the Beatles and Pink Floyd all night long. Best night of my life. Changed my life. The first time I did it changed my life. Now, since then, I've probably done acid more times than I can even tell you. I've done mushrooms, my favorite psychedelic. I've done those far more than I've done acid. Cactus, I've done a handful of times. I really wish I could have access to something more of a grateful plant than I ever could. One second, got a phone call. Alright, you guys are more important. I'll call him back later. Okay, so where were we? Cactus. I love cactus. It's such a great spiritual nature's acid, for sure. It really is. I wish I could do it more, but the respect I have for the cactus, as slow as it's growing, I think you really have to wait for the cactus to find you again. Just takes a long time to grow, and if everybody could eat cactus, you know, once a week, I think we all would, you know, but that wouldn't be reasonable. We have to respect the cactus. What's next? DMT. DMT is a great substance for achieving ego death. The reason I say this is because it vastly breaks down your ego, your inner you. It really breaks you down to the point of thriving for survival and nothing else. What's left? I've got weed, mescaline, shrooms, LSD, DMT. Okay, yeah. So the 5 medicines. Okay, so covered all those topics. Now, how much does it take of these medicines to achieve ego death? It's as many doses as it takes for them to heal you. That's how many it takes. And I say this because until you fully, and this can be one time. It can really only take one time. Now, of course, this would be a heroic dose, you know, type deal. But with that being said, it can take one time and literally shatter you the instant you take it. And the reason why this can happen is because if you treat the psychedelic as an equal to yourself and not as a drug, it will respect you far more than the healing process actually needs. Like, it doesn't need to take that long if you have the respect that the plant or the substance wants you to have, the medicine wants you to have that mindset. And if you're there, you're already there. You're doing something great. You're respecting the substance. You're letting the medicine heal you for what you're trying to get out of it. But most importantly, respect the medicine. Is the best thing I can say to you. It is not a drug. It is not anything but medicine. It is an equal. It is equal to you. It is not better than you. It's not worse than you. It is you. It is equal to you. Respect it. Let it heal you. Have a great day.